students. Welcome to virtual class of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai Education Department. I am Mrs. Akshita Kale and today we will learn English. Come on students, let us begin our lesson. Today's subject is English of Standard 5th and name of the lesson is a book review. Dear children, here we are going to write the report of the book or review of the book. A book review means a report or evaluation of a book. Dear children, first we will go through the lesson, then we will learn how to write a book review. Dear children, you know that when we watch a film or a movie, we suggest our friends sometimes that in positive manner and sometimes in negative manner. If you like, then you suggest that please go and watch the movie. Correct? And if you don't like that, then you say don't go. Nothing is there in the movie. So boring movie, like that. You are giving report to your friend about that film or movie. Same like this, when we read a book, sometimes we like the book, we like the contents of the book, correct? And sometimes we don't like the book. Okay, if you like any book, then try to write a report or a book review. Okay, how to write a book review we will learn here. Yes, today we are going to learn a book review and the book taken or selected here is George's Secret Key to the Universe. Okay, and this is written by Lucy and Stephen Hawking. George, a character in this book, a boy. Okay, about him it is written in the book. Okay, George's dad is an ardent environmentalist. Ardent means very enthusiastic, very passionate. Okay, George's dad, this one, is an ardent environmentalist. In fact, both his parents are convinced that modern inventions of science and technology have caused a lot of damage on the earth. They think like this. They are committed to the cause of saving the planet. Okay? They decided to save the planet behalf of themselves. See here what they do. George's parents are against the modern inventions of science and technology. They use bicycle instead of car. They don't want to use the car. In their house, there is a ban on TV and computers in their house. They don't want to buy TV and computers because they are advanced technology means, isn't it? They don't buy things like bread and biscuits. They eat only vegetarian and home cooked food. They even use candles to light the house to avoid using electricity. See how they are against the modern inventions of science and technology. Poor George has to suffer a lot of jeering. and ridicule from his friends because of all this. What is the meaning of jeering? Jeering means teasing or being rude with others. Okay? They used to make fun of George. These friends, they used to make fun of George. Got this? So he was worried. Actually, George doesn't think that either the TV, computer, or the internet is a bad thing. He has tried to tell his parents that it is possible to save the earth using the computers and the internet. But no, in their house, there can't be any discussion on that issue. George has always likes to know why, but who is to answer his questions? His parents think that he is still too young to understand global issues. One day, however, George unexpectedly acquires a new friend and next door neighbor, that is Annie. He got a new friend named Annie at the next door. Annie's father, Eric, is a brilliant scientist and ever willing to answer all the George's questions. Eric has built a super intelligent computer named Cosmos. See, this computer has built by Eric, Mr. Eric, and his father. Okay, Cosmos has incredible powers. It can literally open windows on the universe and take you to any planet, star, comet, and even to a black hole. You know that in our galaxy or in our universe, we can see different planets, stars, comet, correct? And black hole is also there, right? And of course, Cosmos, the computer, that super duper computer, can also bring you back from here. However, Cosmos depends entirely on the information that is fed into it by people like Eric, who do the research and thinking that can make Cosmos work. Okay, whatever we feed in this computer, like that it will act. Science can be used for a good cause, correct? And a group of good scientists like Eric have vowed to use it for people's welfare. Unfortunately, there is one odd, angry scientist who wants to use science for his own selfish motives. He is planning to steal Cosmos and all of Eric's research so that he can establish his own rule on another planet. So wicked scientist, isn't it? It so happens that only George can do something to overcome the wicked plans of the nasty, that is greedy scientist. If you want to know what adventures he undertakes, he means here George undertakes, and what strategies he has to use to stop the power hungry scientist, you have to read the novel George's Secret Key to the Universe. Yes, got this, children? Here something it is written about the book, and after that it is said that you have to read if you want to know more about the George or about the subject of that book. Here the author of this book is Lucy Hawking. She is Lucy Hawking and he is Stephen Hawking, husband and wife. Okay, the story of the novel is imaginary. This is a imaginary story, but it also includes plenty of charts, photographs, and boxes that give you hard facts about our solar system, galaxies, space, and whole universe. See this interstellar clouds and black hole means about the whole universe. This information has been presented in a very simple, easy to understand manner by none other than Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking, a greatest scientist, was a victim of many physical ailments. Ailments means illness. He has to use a wheelchair to move about. You can see him in the wheelchair. Correct? See his condition. He has many physical ailments. Here in this picture we can see, right? And he used a computerized voice system in order to speak. The story of Stephen Hawking's triumph over his physical disabilities is itself an inspiring adventure, isn't it? The book includes very attractive and expressive sketches drawn by Gary Parsons. See, these pictures and sketches were drawn by Gary Parsons. He is the illustrator or the artist of this book. Okay? It is true that the excessive use of science and technology can give rise to certain problems, isn't it? Excessive use means more than if we use anything then it may create problems like that only. It is true that the excessive use of science and technology can give rise to certain problems, but turning away from technology is not the solution. See, dear children, in the pandemic, we are using the modern technology to get the knowledge, new knowledge. School is online, isn't it? It is not offline because to save ourselves from this pandemic, each and everything we are doing online, isn't it? More research, more studies, and a commitment to use them not for selfish gains but for the welfare of the entire living world. Yes, this important message is given in this book by Stephen and Lucy Hawkins. Yes, they ask us to use the modern technology and in a good manner. Yes, dear children, now we will move to how to write a book review. Okay, how to write a book review. We will go through stepwise. Whenever you like any book, then you too try to write a book review so that it will become very useful for other people or other children. Here, write a short book review of any one of your favorite book. Your review should include the following things. Yes, there are some rules that you must have to follow while writing the review or the report of a book. Okay, we will go through one by one. Number one, title of the book. Yes, dear children, you must have to write title of the book first. Here it is, George Secret Key to the Universe. How it is written, the name, like that you have to write the title of the book first. Then name of the author or authors. Yes, here it is written Lucy and Stephen Hawkins. Correct? Like that you have to write. If one name is there, then you have to write the author's name. And if one or more than one, if it is there, then you have to mention the author's name. Okay? Next is name of the illustrator or artist. Here, Gary Parson, isn't it? Like that, you have to write the name of the illustrator, artist who did the drawings and sketches, all that. You have to write the name. Next is the central idea of the book. What the book is about. Yes, is it about the language? Is it about the social studies? About the science? About the story, moral story, whatever? You have to write the central idea of the book in short. Next, the important characters in the book and what they do. Yes, here you have to mention the important characters, not all characters. You have to mention the hero, like that. Okay, important characters you have to mention and what they do. In short, you have to write so that the other children or the people, when they go through your book review, they will come to know the important characters and what we are going to read in that book. They will come to know. Okay. Next, what you like about the book. Yes, this is very important. Why you are suggesting others to read this? What you like this book? Okay, that you have to mention. Then, why you want others to read the book or what you learn from the book, that you have to write. Yes, dear children, this is also very important. Why you are suggesting others to read this book? Why you want others to read this book, that you have to mention, or what you have learnt from that book, that you have to mention here clearly. Okay, this is the procedure of writing book review. Got this, children? Try to write a book review of your favorite book. Okay, now we will go through some hard words from this lesson. Okay, this is ardent, ardent. What is the meaning of ardent? See here, the George's father was an ardent environmentalist. Correct? Means very enthusiastic, very passionate. Okay? Next, jeering. See the picture here. You can understand that boy is very rude with this girl, making rude and mocking remarks. She is very sad. Can you see in the picture? And he is making rude and mocking remarks. That is called jeering. Jeering. Next is incredible. Yes, incredible India. You have heard this word, isn't it? Means extraordinary, impossible to believe. These constructions, buildings, they are extraordinary. Correct? This is Gateway of India, isn't it? So nice construction on the seashore. Yes, it is extraordinary, isn't it? Means incredible, right? Next is astounding. Astounding means, see this, the meaning is so surprising that it is difficult to believe. Astounding means surprising. Okay. Next, ailments. Ailments means illness. Okay. Ailments, remember this word. The meaning is illness. Now we will move to the grammar part. Complete the table given below showing the adjectives of comparison. See here, we can see three columns: positive, comparative and superlative. We have studied this in the first term, correct? These are called degrees of comparison, isn't it? Here positive, bad is given, we have to write comparative and superlative form. Here comparative is given, rest all we have to write. Here newest, see here, like this it is given, we have to complete the table. Before that, in short, we will take the knowledge about the degrees of comparison. See dear children, there are three degrees of comparison. They are positive, comparative and superlative. Here you can see the three pictures of apple, correct? Here big apple, bigger, this is biggest. Means comparison is done among these three. This is biggest among three. This is small, correct? So it is big. Then this, when we compare these two, then we say this is bigger than this. When we see this, we say this is biggest among these three. So big is positive degree, bigger is comparative. We have added here er at the end of this big, ger, correct? So comparative, and this is biggest. This is called superlative degree. Okay, one more example we will go through. See, she is tall, positive, taller, er is added. This is comparative degree. And est, tallest, this is superlative degree. Tall, taller, tallest. Okay, three degrees of comparison. Got this children? Shall we move to the table? Okay, table is here. I will write the words given and we will try to write the rest two columns. Okay, see here, bad, comparative is worse and superlative is worst. Worst means very very bad. Okay, so bad, worse, worst. Now here comparative degree is given, poorer, er is added. See, when we take out this er, then we will get positive degree, that is poor, garib, poorer, and est we will add, correct? Poorest, poor, poorer, poorest. Okay, next is superlative degree is given, newest. So the positive is, yes, come on, tell me. New, very good. New, when we add er to this, it will become comparative. Newer, newest is given. Okay, now here intelligent is given, positive degree. What we will do here? We should not add er here. It is the comparative form is more intelligent. See here, intelligent, more intelligent. And the superlative degree is most intelligent. Okay, some words they change like this. Okay, remember this. Then good. Yes, what is the comparative form of good? We have learnt this. Yes, very good. Better. Good, better, best. Good, better, best. And here it is given the comparative degree. Hungrier. Yes, we will move to the positive. Hungry. Yes, very good. Hungry, hungrier, and here will hungriest. It will become hungriest. Come on, tell me about attractive. Yes, it it becomes more attractive. Very good. Like that, intelligent, more intelligent, right? And most attractive. Very good. Please try this. Okay. Thank you, dear children. Please try to write a book review. Okay.
Thank you very much for being a part of this lesson. Please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon to get new updated videos.